Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We are here at the 2024 CPU Western Canadian Championships. We have over 450 of some of the best lifters in Canada coming together for this championship. There's going to be a ton of really great lifting this week, so we hope you'll tune in every day.
You ready over there, Simon? All right, give me a round of applause. This is the Western Canadian Championships 2024 in Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan. Give me a round of applause for all the powerlifters. The bars are loaded. Thank you, Ryan.
So on platform 1, we have Kyler Durkinson coming out for his opener. On platform 2, we have Susan Haywood coming out for her opener of 40 kilos, and Kyler is coming out for 70 kilos.
Bars loaded.
Kyler completes his lift. It is a good lift.
The lift is good on platform 1. Kieran Hamill. Platform 1. 209 pounds, 95 kilos. Platform 1. Bars loaded. Platform 1.
All right, on platform 1, we have Kieran Hamill coming out for his opener of 95 kilos.
Bars loaded, 40 kilos. Susan Haywood, platform 2.
Kieran makes quick work of that. One red light.
The lift is good on platform 1.
We have bars loaded. Susan is taking her opener of 40 kilos now on platform 2.
Connor, I'm looking for Sarah Connor. If she can get, I'll be back. Bars loaded, platform 1.
It is a good lift for Susan Hayward. Next up, we have Pamela Scott coming out on that platform. But first, we have on platform 1, Connor Doherty, attempting 97.5 kilos.
Yep. Pamela Scott, 116 pounds for Pamela.
Not quite there, but he has 2 more attempts there, so I'm sure he'll come out and get it on his next. No worries. So platform 2, we have Pamela Scott coming out for 52.5 kilos.
Pamela Scott.
Bars called loaded. She's on her way.
And Pamela is a local Saskatchewan lady, so I'm sure she was mighty influenced by Ryan Fowler to get into powerlifting.
Up next is Schwartz on 1.
Pamela makes quick work of that. 3 white lights for her. Now we have Curtis Howden going out on platform 1.
Stan, where are you, Stan?
Nice opener there. 3 white lights from the referees.
Oh, Stin. Are you saying Stin? Sorry. Ryan.
Next up on platform 1, we'll have Dean Schwartz coming out for 137.5. We have bars loaded on platform 2 for Deidre Barkin. Deidre is an Alberta lifter.
You want Ryan? He's here. Bars loaded, Dean Schwartz. 303 pounds, platform 1.
There's 3 white lights for Deidre.
Platform 2.
All right, back to platform 1. We have Dean Schwartz for his 137.5 opener.
Platform 2. Schwartz on one, the lift.
And that is a good lift. 3 white lights for Schwartz.
Bars loaded on platform 2.
Platform 2, we have Shauna Hammer coming out for 57.5 kilograms.
We're loading the bar for
Shauna is a
Mansell
BC
on one,
lifter.
308 pounds. Bars ready on one. Douglas Mansell.
That is a good lift for Shauna.
308 pounds.
We have Douglas Mansell coming out for his opener of 140
Load the
kilograms.
bar for Teresa Gilman, 148 pounds, platform 2. Here goes Mansell on one with 308 pounds. Easy
Douglas
opener
makes
for
quick
him.
work
He
of
gets
that.
3 white lights.
3 white lights from the referees.
All right.
Next up on platform 1, we have Wade
Bars
Michael.
loaded on platform 2.
Platform 2, we have Teresa Gilman,
148
bars loaded.
pounds.
She will be taking 67.5 kilograms for her opener.
After Teresa comes Monica. Michael Wade, 308 pounds, platform 2. The bars ready, says Tanner. Lift is good.
That is a
Gilman,
good
platform
lift
2.
for Teresa.
Yeah.
Next up, we'll have Monica Will on platform 2. First on platform 1, we have Michael Wade taking 140
That was
kilos.
Monica, right? Oh yeah, coming up now, Monica Willie, 170.9 pounds. After
That
her
was a
comes
good lift on
Eleanor.
platform 1.
This is good on platform 1. Here comes Gary Tremblay, 342 pounds on the bar for Gary. After Gary comes Lloyd Welch, no relation to Raquel. Bars loaded, platform 1.
Platform 1, the bar is loaded for Gary Tremblay. He will be taking 155 kilos for his opener.
Looks all right on platform 2. Referee
Monica's
says
lift
3
was
white
good
lights
on
to Monica.
platform 2. Gary had a nice smooth
Tremblay,
opener, 3 white lights for him.
Eleanor Kelly Coder, 187 pounds. And then Lloyd Welch on 160 kilos. Bars loaded on 2. Bars loaded
Bars
on
loaded
1.
for Eleanor Kelly Coder. She will be taking 85 kilograms as her opener. And bars also loaded on platform 1. That is Lloyd Welch. He will be taking 160 kilos for his opener. And Lloyd wanted me to portray that Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Very important talk we had in the back.
Easy opener
Easy
for
opener
Welch.
there, 3 white
And the
lights.
lift is good.
Eleanor takes her lift off. We'll
Here
see
goes
how this
Eleanor
goes.
with 187. Easy opener for her,
Good work
too.
there, 3 white
3 white
lights.
lights for Eleanor. John Ralph, 160 kilos, platform 1. After John comes, bars ready. After
Bars
John
loaded
on
for
1
John
comes
Ralph
Darcy.
on platform 1. John is an M3 lifter that will be taking 160 kilograms as his opener.
Here comes Maria Chacon, platform 2. Bars starting, here comes Maria, opening up with 209 pounds.
Alright, John gets 3 red lights. There was a little bit of up-down movement on that, but I'm sure he'll get it back on his next. On platform 2, we have Maria Tacconi coming out for her opener. Maria's an M1 lifter who will be taking 95 kilograms as her opener.
Darcy on 1. 364 pounds. Barb is ready on 1. And Maria Tacone gets 3 white lights.
3 white lights for Maria Tacone, easy opener for her. Back to platform 1, we have Darcy Morin taking 165 kilograms for his opener. Darcy is an M2 lifter based out of Alberta.
Bars loaded on platform 1, platform 2.
Nice speedy opener for Darcy.
Platform 1 gets 3 white lights. I hope. I might have told that one earlier.
Referees say 2 white lights,
2
1 yellow
white
card,
lights.
failure.
I was close. Sorry.
But it
I
takes
called that
2
one
white
out.
lights for a lift to pass, so the lift is good.
Bars loaded, platform 1,
Platform
Brian
2, we have Marie
Rock.
Wagner. She is an M1 84 plus lifter
Here
from
goes Marie
Alberta.
on 2.
She is taking
232
105 kilograms
pounds.
for her opener.
Up next is Susan on 2.
And on platform 1, we have Brian Rock taking his opener of 165 kilograms. He's also an M3
yes.
lifter. Marie's lift was good, 3 white lights on platform 2.
Oh yeah, Brian Rock.
Brian walks away with 3 white lights on his opener.
Kyler.
We are
Kyler,
back to the top of
187
the
pounds.
order now, so we will be going into second attempt bench presses. We'll be starting off with Kyler Dirksen, who is a sub-junior in the 83 kilo class here from Saskatchewan.
Bars ready for Susan Haywood, 99 pounds.
Susan Haywood is coming out for her
Bars
second attempt as
ready
well of 45
For
kilos.
Susan.
She was successful at 40 kilos on her opener, so we're taking a 5 kilo jump. Hopefully should be comfortable for her.
99 pounds for Susan. Bars ready, Kyler. No lift.
Oh,
Susan.
no lift for Susan. She will come out for her third and take it again probably. Kyler presses up his second. Let's see
And
the
Kyler
referees
on
say.
platform 1 gets
3 white
3
lights.
white lights. Here comes Pamela Scott on 2.
Next up we have Connor
127
Doherty.
pounds for
He
Pamela.
missed his
And
opener at
Connor on
97.5. He's chosen to repeat his
214.9
opener.
pounds.
So he will be
Bars
coming
ready
out
on
for
2,
97.5
Pamela.
kilos again. On platform 2, we have Pamela Scott coming out for her
Coaching
second.
by
She was
Coach
successful
Powell.
at 52.5 kilos. She's made a 5 kilo jump to 57.5 kilos.
Connor's previous best lift was 80 kilos, so it looks like he's going to go for beating that today.
Yeah, on his, well, he missed his opener, but hopefully here on his second he'll get that. That'll be a huge 17 kilo PF.
3 white lights on 2.
Oh, not
No
there.
lift
He'll
on
have one
1.
more attempt at that.
Deirdre on 2. Bar is ready on
The
2.
ideal position you'd like to be in, but sometimes you can come back from that. Hopefully he'll rally and get it on his third.
127 pounds.
But for now we have Deirdre
Platform
Birkin
2.
coming out for
Kieran,
on platform 2
platform
for
1,
57.5 kilos.
226 pounds. Bar's ready for Kieran.
I think they're just checking to make sure she had the right rack rate height there.
We were a little
Bar's
crooked on the
ready
rack.
for Birkin.
There we go. Then we have Kieran Hamill on platform 1. He is the sub-junior male in the 66 kilo class. He was lifting 102.5 kilos for his second. That's a good lift for Kieran. And Deidre is battling, not quite there on that one. She'll have another attempt at that though. Next up on platform 2, we have Shauna Hammer. She is coming out for 62.5 kilos. She opened at 57.5, which is successful. So a nice 5 kilo jump there. Shauna is an M2 lifter from BC. And then on platform 1, we have Curtis Howden coming out for his second attempt of 122.5 kilos. His opener was 115.5, so a nice 7 kilo jump there.
Oh yeah,
3 white lights for Shauna, that's a good lift.
Shauna drops the hammer. And the lift is good. Curtis
Grabs his second, gets the rack command. 3 white lights for Curtis.
3 white lights.
So the last lifters, we had one that did take a handoff from the spotter, one that did not. It's optional for personal preference, whether you take a lift off out of the rack just for some extra assistance or if you prefer to do it yourself.
What do you prefer?
I personally take a lift off. Do you take a lift off?
Absolutely, I do.
Can definitely make an argument for not because you never know with the consistency of lift-offs, but
Exactly.
Bars
definitely
ready
helps.
for Schwartz on 1. Bars ready for Teresa Gilman on 2.
All right, we have Teresa Gilman coming out for her second attempt of 70 kilos. She was successful at 67.5 kilos, so she's jumped 2.5 kilos, which is the smallest jump that you can make.
Bars ready on 1. Schwartz.
We have Dean Schwartz coming out on platform 1 for 142.5 kilos. He was successful in his opener of 137.5, so a nice comfortable 5 kilo jump. Teresa presses out her second, and it is a good lift, 3 white lights. Dean drives his second out.
Schwartz, 314, the lift is good.
3 white lights for Dean.
Monica Willie. 182 pounds for Monica. Michael Wade, 319 pounds. Bars ready on 2, bars ready on 1.
Bar is ready on platform 2 for Monica Will. She's coming out for 82.5 kilos. Bar is also loaded on platform 1 for Michael Wade. He's coming out for 145 kilos. Monica is an M3 female lifter from BC, and Michael is an M2 male lifter from Alberta. Oh, Monica's grinding, not quite there on that one. She'll have one more attempt at that. But it was 3 white lights on platform 1. Good lift there.
Eleanor on 2.
We are loading the bar to 90 kilograms for Eleanor Kelly-Coder's second attempt. She is a junior lifter from BC, competing in the 76 kilo weight class.
On Eleanor's second attempt here of 90 kg is actually 10 above her previous best.
That's huge. That's some big bench progress, and bench progress is hard to come by.
Agreed.
We have Douglas Manziel coming out for 155 kilos on platform 1. He was successful at 140 kilos, so quite a big jump, 15 kilos to his second. We'll see how that moves for him. Seems to handle it quite well. We have 1 yellow card failure, but 2 white lights. That will be a good lift. Yellow card failure could be for a number of different things. It could be feet coming up, butt coming up, head coming up, anything that the referees see that fall into a more general category. I didn't see from our angle exactly what was going on.
Bars ready, Gary.
All right, we have bars loaded on platform 1 for Gary Tremblay. He is taking 165 kilos. 10 kilo jump from 155 on his opener.
Platform 2.
Gary is an M2 lifter from
Bars
Alberta.
ready for Maria. Up next is Marie.
Bar is loaded for Maria to come
Gary.
on platform 2. She will be taking 100 kilos for her second. She made quick work of 95 kilos, so we'll see how that moves. It was a good lift for Gary on platform 1.
And we saw during setup here that Maria's using foot blocks. Can you talk, Brittany, about
Yes,
the reason
so
for
there
that?
are different sizes of foot blocks that you can use. They just
Bars
help
ready
you
for
get a little bit
Lloyd
more
Welch.
leverage if you have shorter legs and can't reach the floor quite as well.
And Maria gets 3 white lights.
3 white lights for Maria on platform 2.
Lloyd
We have Lloyd Welsh coming out for 170 kilos from on platform 1.
Marie Wacker,
He's made a 10 kilo
232
jump
pounds.
from
Platform
160
2.
at his opener. Lloyd seems to have a more narrow grip in his bench press than a lot of the lifters that we've seen who use max grip, which is their fingers all the way out on the rings. Lloyd makes quick work of that, 3 white lights. Handled that 10 kilo jump quite well. Now we have Marie Wagner on platform 2. She will be taking 110 kilos for her second. She opened with 105 kilos, so a 5 kilo jump there. And then we have Brian Rock on platform 1. Brian's an M3 lifter who is attempting 170 kilos for his second. That is a good lift for Marie, 3 white
Marie
lights.
Wagner, 3 white lights.
Brian's battling through. It looks like he locked it up.
And Brian Rock.
We have
No
2
lift.
red
I
cards.
believe they said he had some up and down.
One
on the
for
bar.
up and down movement, and one in that more general category of butt coming up, feet coming up. Because during the bench, you have to keep your head in contact with the bench at all times. Your feet have to stay flat on the floor. They can slide on the floor, but they
Is
can't
this a
lift.
record?
And your butt must stay in contact with the bench at all times.
Platform 1. Is this a national record on 1?
So platform 2, we have Susan
That's
Hayward
on
coming
bar.
out for 45
Canadian
kilos.
national
Sorry,
record attempt,
she got her opener at 40 kilos.
375.9
Oh no,
pounds.
sorry, she's
This
taking
is
her
the
third
Canadian
now,
national
45
record
kilos. She
attempt.
missed her second
John
at 45, so we'll reattempt that.
170.5 kilos. Platform 1. Susan on 2.
And on platform 1, we have John Ralph taking a
Our slow
Canadian
round
national
one.
record attempt at 170.5. No lift for Susan, unfortunately. She did get her opener, so that is good news for her. So John has missed his opener and opted to jump to the Canadian national record attempt. John also has a more narrow grip on his bench press. He's not quite getting the start command. His elbows didn't seem to be locked all the way out. Still has about 15 seconds to get a start command. And on platform 2, we now have Deidre Birkin coming out for her third attempt of 57.5 kilograms. There we go. John gets his start command. Drives it up. Struggling at lockout. Not quite there for John. Not quite there on platform 2 either. So John will have one more crack at that attempt.
And Pamela did get her second lift, so she's on the board, and I think she'll be happy with that.
Pamela's coming out now.
132 pounds.
Pamela's coming
Oh,
out
sorry.
now for her third. We're a lifter ahead. She'll be taking 60 kilos for her third. But yeah, she did get her opener in her second, so she's in good standings for now. We'll see how her third moves for her.
Bars ready for Morin. 380 pounds.
You're predicting the future. She made
Yes.
quick work of that. Nice strong press. 3 white lights from the referees.
Very good.
We have Darcy Morin on platform 1, pressing 172.5 for his second attempt. He was successful at 165 for his opener. All right, he presses it out. We have 2 blue card failures, so it's a no lift. There's a little bit of up and down movement, but he'll have another attempt at that, or he can choose to go up, should he like. But
Hammer, 143.3 pounds.
all right, now we have Shauna Hammer on platform 2, going for 65 kilos for her third attempt. She's successful on her opener and her second. Nice smooth press there for Shauna.
And Shauna.
3 white lights for her third. Beautiful.
The lift is good. Connor.
We have Connor Doherty coming out for his third. He is in a little bit of trouble here. He's missed his first and his second, so we'll see if he can rally and get his third. He's opted to attempt the same attempt that he did for his opener and his second of 97.5 kilos.
Bars ready for Teresa.
Bar is loaded on platform 2 for Teresa
platform
Gilman.
2.
She's taking 72.5 kilos. She was successful on her first and her second, taking steady 2.5 kilo jumps.
And if she gets this third, that's going to be a 10 kilo on top of her personal best.
That is a huge PR, so she's got to be feeling great today, even if the third goes rough. But hopefully it's nice and smooth for her.
Looks good.
Looks good. 3 white lights for Susan, and let's get behind Connor here. Not quite there, unfortunately.
3 whites on 2.
Next up on platform 1, we'll have Kyler Dirkinson. He's pressing 100 kilos for his third. So he's opted to take quite a big jump here. He's gone from 70 to 85, and then 85 to 100 kilos. He handled the first jump well, so what do you think?
I think he's got it in him.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. And then we have Monica Will on platform 2. She missed her second, so she's opted to come back out for the same weight of 82.5 kilos. Hopefully just make a small adjustment and she'll be able to press that out.
How do you feel about the strategy of trying the same weight again versus going up?
I personally have been in the position of having to do both. I would like to repeat the weight just for confidence and build from there, but obviously you can't always make that choice. How about you?
Right. I think for mental assurance, it's nice to just come and hit it.
Absolutely. So no lift for Kyler, unfortunately, on his third, and no lift either on platform 2.
No lift on platform 2. Here comes Eleanor, 204 pounds on 2. Kieran, 242 pounds on 1.
So we have Kieran Hamill coming out for his third attempt on platform 1. He will be taking 110 kilos. He had 95 on his first, 102 for his second, and 110 for his third. So taking steady 7.5 kilo jumps. And then on platform 2, we have Eleanor Kelly-Coder. She is a junior from BC. She is attempting 92.5 kilos for her third, so taking a 2.5 kilo jump. Kieran's fighting that bar up, not quite there today.
No lift on 1.
He'll walk away with 102.5 on his best for the day. Eleanor presses that out.
That looked good.
Looked good. 3 white lights from the referees. They agree. Next up on platform 2, we'll have Maria Tacone coming out for 102.5 kilos. She went 95, 100, and then to 102.5. So 2.5 kilo jump to her third. Should be comfortable.
226 pounds.
We have Curtis Howden coming out on platform 1 for 127.5 kilos. He has opted for a 5 kilogram jump from his second to his third. We'll see how he handles that. They're just setting up Maria's foot blocks that we had talked about earlier. Just give her a little bit more leverage to reach the ground over there.
Large ready for Maria.
Curtis tries to press that out, but not quite there today, unfortunately. Next up on platform 1, we will have Dean Schwartz, who is an M2 lifter from Saskatchewan. He He's taking 147.5 kilos for his second, or for his third, so he has jumped 5 kilos from his second.
This is very close to Dean's past previous best, but I know he's come back from an injury recently, so I'm sure he'll be very happy with this
This
still.
is good for Maria.
It's a good lift for Maria, sorry.
430 for Schwartz.
Next up on platform 2, we have Marie Wagner, but first we have Dean Schwartz on platform 1. So this should be a post-injury PR, you think? Yeah,
I think so.
that'll be huge for him. It's always hard to come back from an injury. A lot of patience, a lot of work, so we'll see.
Bars ready for Marie Wagner.
He's battling that bar up.
pushing,
We'll see if he
pushing.
can walk it. There we go.
And Schwartz.
It is 2-1, a good lift for Schwartz. Now we have Marie Wagner. She is taking 115 kilos, so she's opted for another 5 kilo jump. She handled the first one well. We'll see how this one moves.
Michael Wade, 330 pounds.
Marie's
on
second
one.
lift was already a PR for her, so anything on top is just going to be even more exciting.
Bonus, yeah, absolutely. Oh, not quite there today.
I think she'll still be happy with that second
Absolutely.
of 110.
Two.
Got to be happy when you're walking away with a PR. We have Michael Wade on platform 1. He is currently in second place in the M2 class. He is taking 150 kilos for his third.
127
He was successful at 145 on his second, so he's opted to take a 5 kilo jump. Handled the first one well. We'll see how this one goes. Makes quick work of
That
that.
looked very smooth.
3 white lights. Referees
Wade
agree.
lifts his 3 white lights. Vencel, 160 kilos, platform 1. Bars ready for Rachel on 2. 127 pounds for Rachel.
Next up on platform 1, we have Douglas Mansell. He's coming out for 160 kilograms. He is currently in first place in the M1
Bars loaded
class.
for Vencel. No more changes.
155 kilos for his second. He's opted for a 5 kilo increase to 160 kilos for his third.
Still trying to make changes. Light 2.
On platform
Light B, platform
2, we are getting our lift off. She drives that up, makes quick work of that. Should be 3 white lights. Referees agree.
Ryan Stidd, report.
So on platform 2, we have entered into the second flight, so we are doing bench press openers now. Let's see how Douglas handles this on platform 1. Nice slow descent, not quite there
No
today
lift
though.
on 1.
Next on platform 1, we have Brian Rock coming out for 170 kilos. He missed this attempt on his second, but he will get another attempt at it here, hopefully make a small adjustment, and he'll be able to press that out. And on platform 2, we have Jeanette Dussault coming out for her her bench press opener of 65 kilograms.
374
Jeanette
pounds,
is
bars
an
loaded
open
on
lifter
1
in the
for
84
Brian
plus kilogram class, and she is from Alberta, so a bit of travel to get here. Jeanette opts for a self lift out because of the start command. Nice smooth press there. 3 white lights. That's exactly how you'd like your opener to move.
Platform 2. Amanda, 160 pounds, platform 2.
Looks like
Brian's
Brian's just going to be
time out.
timing out. He has about 16 seconds
Will
left,
probably
but
be
I
back
don't think
for
he's
the
coming out for
free
that attempt.
Later in the week.
Next up
So
on
he's
platform
saving
2, we
up
have
his
Amanda
energy.
Wall coming out for her opener of
I believe we have
72.5
another
kilograms.
Canadian national record
She
coming
is
up
an
on
open
platform
lifter
1
in the
at
69
Brian.
kilo class.
Bars
She is from
ready for
Saskatchewan.
Amanda Wall. Lights. No
One of the
lift.
new rules this
Platform
year,
1.
you can no longer put your last year, I guess, you can no longer put your feet on the bench to set up. So you'll see that some people who used to do that, they have some very interesting setups now to get into that big chested position to start their bench.
Bars ready on one.
Quick work for Amanda, 3 white lights, no issues there. All right, back to platform 1, we have John Ralph. He has missed his first 2, so he needs this to stay in. He is attempting the Canadian national record again of 170.5 kilos. He's been called on his first 2 lifts for a little bit of up and down movement, not a strength issue, so hopefully he can correct that for his third. Let's see.
That looked better this time.
It did.
Ladies and gentlemen,
There we go, 3 white lights. That's a new Canadian record.
He's on the board.
He is on the board. What a way to go out. We have Kristen Watt on platform 2, taking her bench press opener of 75 kilograms.
Lifters on platform 1. Next flight. No more changes to your openers. Maureen coming up on 1, 380
That is a good lift for Kristen.
3 white lights on platform 2. Jenny coming
Next up
on 2.
on platform 1 we have Darcy Morin going for 172.5 for his third. He missed his second of 172.5, so he's opted to repeat, so we'll see if he's able to pull that off this time.
Bar is ready for Marin on 1.
We have Jenny Henty on platform 2, taking her bench press opener of 77.5 kilograms. She is an 84 plus lifter in the female open category from Saskatchewan. Looks like she's opting to use some foot blocks as well to get a little bit better leverage there. Darcy presses that out. We'll see the referees. They say 3 white lights, so he did come back from missing his second to get his third, which is a great feeling to walk away with. Jenny has a very narrow grip on her bench, a little bit unusual to see, but more common for female lifters than for male. She makes quick work of that. 3 white lights.
Gary Tremblay, platform 1, the bar is ready. 300.
Gary Tremblay is coming out for his third attempt of 175 kilograms. He is an M2 lifter in the 120 plus class from Alberta. He chooses to self-unrack, and we'll see how this
Bars
works.
ready on 2.
Not quite there today, unfortunately. Nice try, Gary. On platform 2, we have Erin Matheson coming out for her bench press opener of 82.5 kilograms. Erin is an 84 open lifter from
Bars ready for
Alberta.
Lloyd. 386, platform 1.
Three white lights for Erin.
3 white lights on 2.
We have Lloyd Welch on platform 1 coming out for 175 kilograms for his third. He was successful on his second at 170 kilograms.
That looks good.
Very solid press there, and that is
Bars ready on 2.
just waiting for the lights.
Lift is
3 white lights for Lloyd.
I'm sure he'll be happy with that.
Yeah,
Agree?
absolutely.
good.
Lloyd also wanted us to let him know that he's from Edmonton, which is the city of champions.
Oh,
if
there you
didn't know.
go. Now we know. On platform 2, we have Emma Silverman coming out for her opener of 87.5 kilograms.
Emma on 2.
Emma will be competing later this year in Bench Worlds in Texas. Makes quick work of that. Referees say 3 white lights. Easy opener for Emma.
Kylie, 204 pounds, platform 2.
On platform 1 next, we have Lars Veldhuis.
Bars
He
ready on
is coming
2.
out for 127.5 kilograms for his opener. So we've entered into the second flight of lifters on platform 1 now. And on platform 2, we have Kylie Morrissey, who is taking 92.5 kilos for her opener. She is in the 69 kilo open women's class. She is from Alberta. All right, Lars is battling that one out, locks it up.
Lift is good on
Lift
two.
is good for Kylie.
Platform one,
Lift
2
is
to
good,
1,
2
yes.
to 1 on platform 1. Next up, we have Ethan Joyce coming out on platform 1 for 130 kilograms. He is a junior in the 93 kilo class
Bars
from
ready
BC.
for Ethan on 1, 286.
And then on platform 2, we have Samantha Fung coming out for her opener of 92.5 kilograms. They're just setting up her foot blocks now. Help her get a little bit more leverage and leg drive into her bench.
Bar is ready for Samantha.
Samantha is also in the 69 kilo open women's class, so there's going to be a bit of a battle going on here. We'll see how it shakes out as we progress.
Ethan's lift
Ethan
is
has a
good.
speedy press, 3 white lights for his opener. Next up on platform 1, we have CJ Takuri. He is a junior lifter from Alberta, competing in the 83 kilo class. He is opening with 130 kilograms. Samantha Fung gets her
Bars
lift
ready
out.
for that query. 286,
Judge
platform
that
1.
up. Referees say
This is
2 to 1. It is a
Good,
good
2 to 1
lift.
on 2.
There was a yellow card failure, which could be for feet lifting, head lifting, butt
Rachel
lifting. Could be a number of
coming
things.
on
Nothing that I saw from my angle, but I am way over here, so. All right, CJ is opting for a self unrack. Easy press for CJ. Referees say 3 white lights.
Lift is
Good
good
opener
on
there.
1. Bars ready for Rachel on 2.
On platform 2, we have Rachel Lee coming out for 60 kilograms for her second bench press. She took 57.5 for her opener, so she's opted for a 2.5 kilo jump to her second.
This second attempt is actually going to surpass Rachel's previous best, so
Perfect. That's an awesome position to be in. Got to be feeling good about that. Let's see how it moves for her, though. And then we have Jalen Nelson coming out for platform 1. He is taking 137.5 kilos. He is in the open 66 class. It was a good lift on platform 2, so that is a new PR. Jalen makes quick work of 137.5. The referees say it is a good lift, 2 to 1. Another yellow card failure, which could be the butt, feet, head.
Bars ready for Jeanette on 2. Bars ready for Ethan on
On
1.
platform 2, we have Jeanette Dussault coming out for 70 kilos.
70
She
kilos on
made
2.
65 kilos for her opener, so she's opted for a 5 kilogram jump for her second. Also opting for a self unrack, it looks like. And then on platform 1, we have Ethan Viskoff coming out for 137.5 as well. He is a junior from Quebec in the 74 kilo class, so definitely a lot of travel here. We'll see if it's impacted his benching today. Jeanette battles that one up. We'll see what the referees say. 3 white lights. Good lift for her. Ethan presses that
The
out.
lift is
and just a little delayed getting the referee cards there.
good.
It is a good lift for Ethan. There was one red card failure, which is likely for elbow depth, which is another relatively new rule in the bench press here. Elbow joint must come to the center of your shoulder joint when lowering the bar to your chest. So if the elbow didn't quite reach the correct depth, that would be a red card failure.
Bars ready, says Tanner.
Did that impact your benching at all? The new
I
rules?
thankfully did not have to make many adjustments. How about
Good.
yourself?
Nah, I didn't have any issues with it.
Good.
All right, we have Amanda Wall on platform 2 for her second attempt of 77.5 kilos. She's opted for a 5 kilogram jump. And we have Nicholas Lee on platform 1, taking 142.5. It is a good lift on platform 2.
3 lights on 1, on 2. And Nicholas Lee has
platform 1
3
for Nicholas was also a good lift. 3 white lights.
Platform 1.
On platform 1, next we have Brennick Spademan coming out for 150 kilograms. Brennick is a male junior lifter in the 83 kilo class from Alberta. And then on platform 2, we have Kristen Wan coming out for 80 kilos for her second. She opened with 75 kilos, so she's opted for a 5 kilo jump. We'll see how that moves for her. Brennick is just going over how he would like his liftoff, so you can tell the spotter that's giving liftoff some specific instructions of how you'd like it. Oh, it looks like his rack height might not be correct, actually. Kristen presses that out. Referees say 2-1. It is a good lift. There was a yellow card failure, which again could be feet, but head.
Bar is ready for Brennick.
Brennick comes back out with the correct rack height this time, so we'll see how this moves for him for his opener. Speedy press there for Brennick, 3 white lights.
Ready on 2, lift is good on 1.
Bar is ready for Jenny Henty, who is taking 80 kilograms for her second. She took 77.5 for her opener, so a 2.5 kilo jump, which again is the smallest jump that you can take unless going for a record.
Wood, 386, platform 1. Jenny on 2.
Jenny drives that up. Just waiting for the lights. 3 white lights. Good lift for Jenny.
Good Bar's loaded.
On platform 1, we have Todd Wood coming out for his bench press opener of 175 kilograms. He is an open 120 plus lifter from Alberta. So some lifters will opt to bench with a belt. It is less common, but some people find that it gives them something else to brace against. It is 3 white lights for Todd, so good lift there. Next up on platform 2, we have Erin Matheson coming out for her second of 87.5 kilograms. She has opted for a 5 kilogram jump, so we'll see how that moves for her.
Bars. What? You want Ryan Stidd? Ryan Stidd, report to platform 1 scoring table. Ryan Stidd, report to platform 1 scoring table. Bars ready for Ryan McClellan. 391.
All right, bar is ready on platform 1 for Ryan McClellan. Aaron makes quick work of that. Handled that 5 kilo jump well. 3 white lights. And then we have Ryan for 177.5 kilograms for his opener. He is an open lifter from BC in the 83 kilogram class.
Ryan on 1.
Drives that up.
And Ryan gets 3, 2.
He gets 2 white lights, 1 yellow card failure again, but head, feet, any of those things.
Bar is ready for Emma.
We have Emma Zilberman coming out for her second of 92.5 kilograms. She's opted for a 5 kilo jump. We'll see how that moves for her. Just going over how she'd like her handoff. Emma also is a belt bencher. Do you bench with a belt?
I do not. Do you, Brittany?
I do not. I've tried it before. I didn't find too much of an advantage, but it's not something I would be averse to trying again.
Yeah.
402 pounds.
We have Troy Atkin on platform 1, coming out for his opener of 182.5. A little bit of a sticking point for Emma, but she gets 3 white lights there. Good lift. She looked very happy with that.
That looked smooth for Troy.
He has 2-1 a good lift, a yellow card failure. So from the chief referee, likely his head came
on
up.
platform 2. John on platform 1.
On platform 2 next, we have Kylie Morrissey coming out for her second of 97.5 kilos. She's opted for a 5 kilogram jump from her opener. We have John Walls on platform 1 coming out for 190 kilograms for his opener. John is a junior lifter from Alberta in the 105 kilogram class. Kylie takes a self-unrack. We'll see how this moves for her. Nice and smooth. 3 white lights for Kylie. John presses that out.
The lift is good on platform 1.
Good lift for John Walls, 2-1. There was a yellow card failure again. We can see on platform 2, we have Samantha Fung coming out next for her second attempt of 97.5 kilograms. She's opted for a 5 kilo increase from her first. And then on platform 1, we have Liam Morton coming out for 200 kilos for his opener.
440 pounds.
Samantha's previous best was 95 kilograms, so she will be very happy if she gets this one.
Making your PR on your second attempt, that's a great position to be in. Getting his lift out.
Renee, was that butt? The butt came off the bench. Platform 2, her butt came off the bench. Liam on 1. The lift
3 white lights for Liam. Good lift.
That looked like an easy opener, and that's what you want.
On platform 2 now, we have Rachel G coming out for 62.5 kilos for her third. We are back to the
opening
top.
up with 518 pounds, Shane Martin. Bars ready for Rachel. 137.
On platform 1, we have Shane Martin coming out for his bench press opener of 235 kilograms. Shane is a bit of a bench press legend here in Canada. We'll see what he puts up today. Not quite there for Rachel today, unfortunately.
Shane's lift is 3
Shane
white
gets
lights.
3 white lights. Easy
No
opener
lift
there.
on platform 2. Jeanette on 2.
Next up on platform 1, we are back to the top for a second bench press. Sorry, we have Lars Veldby coming up for 130
Lars
kilos.
on 1. Lars ready for Jeanette.
This lift would be a PR for Lars on his second here, as his previous best was 125 kilos.
Beautiful. Platform 2, we have Jeanette
Lars
Dussel,
ready for Lars.
who is coming out for her third of 75 kilograms. This is a big benchmark in benching 1 red plate. That's going to be huge for her if she gets that. It's a 5 kilo jump from her second, which moved quite well. So we'll see how this goes. Lars is battling that up. Not quite there today, unfortunately. Oh, Jeanette, not quite there either.
Got a little stuck, but Jeanette actually has some extra help with her as she is expecting right now, and she let us know that. So I'm sure she's still really proud of her second lift and what she was able to do today.
Next up on platform 1, we have CJ Takeri coming out for 137.5 kilograms. He has opted for a 7.5 kilo jump for his second attempt. And platform 2, we have Amanda Wall coming out for 80 kilograms for her third. She took 77.5 kilos for her second, so a nice 2.5 kilo jump.
303.
They're both opting for a self-unrack here. Amanda presses that out. The referee says 3 white lights. Good lift for Amanda. And CJ presses his out. And 3 white lights. A good lift for CJ as well. Next up on platform 2, we have Kristen Watt coming out for 82.5 kilograms. She is opted for a 2.5 kilo jump from her second to her third. And on platform 1, we have Jalen Nelson coming out for his second at 142.5.
Bar. Ready on 2.
Jalen is an open lifter in the 66 kilogram class from here in Saskatchewan, so hopefully not too far of a travel for him. But Kristen is from Alberta, so a bit of travel for her to get here. We'll see how that impacts, if it has any impact for her today. Jalen presses that out.
That looked
It is
pretty good.
2 to 1, a good lift for Jalen. A yellow card failure there. Kristen battles it out for a moment, but not quite there today, unfortunately.
No lift on 2. Ethan.
Next up on platform 1, we have Ethan Mishkoff coming out for 142.5 kilograms for his second attempt. He has opted to jump 5 kilos for his attempt. And then on platform 2, we have Jenny Henty. They are just setting her foot block. She will come out for her third attempt of 87.5 kilos. She's opted for a 7.5 kilo jump to her third, which is quite a big jump compared to her first jump of 2.5 kilos. So we'll see how that moves for her.
I'm going to guess the strategy behind that is she is going for a PR, so her previous personal best was 82.5 kilos.
All right, we'll see how this goes. Oh, battles it out, but not quite
Got
there
stuck.
today. Ethan presses it out. But it is a red card failure and a yellow card failure. So one would be for elbow depth, one would be for head, butt, or feet coming up off the bench. So a no lift, unfortunately, there. We have another attempt at it though, so no, not too stressful yet. Next up on platform 2, we have Erin Matheson coming out for third bench press of 92.5 kilos. It'll be a 5 kilo jump from her second to her third. And then on platform 1, we have Ethan Joyce coming out for his second bench of 145 kilograms. Ethan is a junior lifter from BC, so a bit of travel to get here. He competes in the 93 kilo class. Ethan presses that out. It looked like a good lift. Not quite there for Erin today, unfortunately. It was 3 white lights for Ethan, though, so that's a good lift. Next up on platform 2, we are loading the bar to 97.5 kilograms for Emma Silberman. She is attempting 5 kilos more than her second attempt. And then on platform 1, we're loading the bar to 150 for Nicholas Lee.
Is ready on 1.
7.5 kilo jump there for Nicholas. He is a 83 kilo junior from BC.
Come on, Maria. Pick it up, Maria.
Nicholas drives that up nice and smooth. 3 white lights for Nicholas. Emma sets herself up. Off the chest, but not quite there. Next up on platform 1, we have Brennan Spademan coming out for his second of 157 kilograms. Just a little bit of platform maintenance here. On platform 2, we have Samantha Fung coming out for her third. She has opted for 97.5 kilos. She missed this on her second, but hopefully she'll come back and get it on her third. Do a little rally and come back for it.
Bars ready. Platform
This third
2.
attempt for her would be a 2.5 kilo PR, so I'm sure she's getting fired up for it.
Yeah, gonna fight for that one. Let's see how it goes for her.
Bars ready, Brennick. 347. Platform
Bars
1.
loaded on platform 1 for Brennan.
Come on, Sam.
Alright, Samantha, let's see how this goes. She presses it up. We'll see if the referees say it's a good lift. 3 white lights, so that is a 2.5 kilo PR for her. Way to rally and come back and get that. Brennick presses that out. 3 white lights. Good lift for him.
Lift is good. Brennick. Kylie, 226, platform 2. Here comes Woods, platform 1, 391.
Next up on platform 2, we have Kylie Morrissey coming out for her third attempt of 102.5 kilograms. She's opted for a 5 kilo jump from her second to her third.
Bars
She
ready
jumped
on
5
1.
kilos from her opener to her second. Made quick work of that, so we'll see how this moves for her. And then on platform 1, we have Todd Wood coming out for his second of 177.5 kilos. He has opted for a 2.5 kilo jump. Kylie battles it out, not quite there today.
No lifts on 2.
Todd is an open lifter in the 120 plus kilo class from Alberta. Quite a small jump for his weight class, but we'll see. Nope, timed out. Next up, we'll have Ryan McClellan coming out for 187.5 kilos for his second bench press. He is an open lifter from BC
Bars
in the
ready
83
for
kilo
Ryan.
class. Bars loaded. He's opted for a 10 kilogram jump from his opener to his second. Grinds that one out. Nice and smooth to the top. 3 white lights. Good lift.
Platform.
Next up, we have Troy Atkin. We're going to load the bar to 190 kilos here. He has opted for a
Troy
7.5
on
kilo
1,
jump from
419.
his opener to his second.
On the bar.
Troy is an open lifter in the 120 class, and he is from Alberta.
This lift is going to tie his previous personal best.
Still, hopefully, some room for his third. Good position to be in.
Do you like to go for a PR on the third, or do you like to play it safe?
When it's in the cards, always, but sometimes you have to play the game of numbers and just take the safe bet. Take what's there.
Absolutely.
Are you a PR go-getter on your third?
I like if the
If
day has
it's
gone
there,
good, I
yeah.
like to go for it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great way to end the lift. Troy drives that up. Referees say 3 white lights. It's a good lift. Next, we will take the bar to 197.5 kilos for John Walls.
John
He's
Wall.
opted for a 7.5 kilo jump from his opener to his second. John is a junior lifter in the 105 kilo class. This is a huge bench press.
Walls, bars ready.
Taking his time with his setup, getting himself psyched up for this lift.
We saw that John has some chalk across his shoulders there. Brittany, did you want to talk about what that does?
Yeah, a lot of lifters, when they come out to bench, they'll put some chalk across their shoulders so that they don't slide as much on the bench. It helps them position themselves and really lock into that position.
3
of the
whites
bench.
and done.
So we have 3 white lights for John. Good lift. Next up, we have Liam Wharton coming out for 210 kilos for his second attempt. He is an open lifter in the 93 kilo class from BC. He has opted for a 10 kilo jump from his opener to his second, so we'll see how this moves for him.
Liam is also a powerlifting coach back in Vancouver, so I bet he has a couple athletes competing this weekend as well.
Good that he gets to get his lift out of the way so that he can focus on coaching the rest of the week. Athlete first. That's how I would prefer to do it, at least.
Get your own meat out of the way. Yeah.
Liam took that 10 kilo jump quite well. Oh, it was a 2-to-1 no lift. There was a yellow card failure.
No lift.
He heaved the bar, so when he brought the bar down to his chest and then went to press it out, he sank it into his chest before pressing out.
Shane Martin.
Once the bar is motionless on your chest, it has to stay motionless and then move only upward. It can't then come down further into your chest once you get the press command. So that's what happened there. Next up, we have Shane Martin coming out for 247.5 kilos. This is a massive bench press. He has opted for a 12.5 kilo jump from his second to his, from his first to a second. Shane presses that, no issues. 3 white lights there. Great lift for Shane. We are back to the top of the order now for third attempt bench presses. We have Lard Valdez coming out for 130 kilos. He unfortunately missed this on his second, but he'll get a chance to rally and try to come back and get it on his third.
Lars has traveled all the way here from Okotoks, and back home he is a Zamboni driver, which I always wanted to try. I think that would be a really fun job.
What a cool job. It's a fun fact.
Bars ready for Lars, 286.
Brings it down to his chest nice and quick, battling through that sticking point.
Pushing.
Still moving up.
Yeah.
Oh, You just gotta lock those elbows. He gets it. We'll see.
Oh my goodness.
Didn't seem like there was a downward. Oh, no, there may have been a downward motion.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's 2-1 no lift. Looks like there was a bit of downward motion, and likely his butt came up or head came up on the battle. But it was a good fight, a moral win, a gym PR, if nothing else.
He still comes away with his first attempt being a PR for him, so
Can't be
still
too
not a
upset with
loss.
the day, yeah. Next up, we have CJ Takeri coming out for 140 kilos. CJ is a junior lifter from Alberta in the 83 kilo class. He took 137.5 on his second and has opted for a 2.5 kilo jump to his third.
308.
Unracks that, setting his position. Grinding that up, it's still moving. We'll see. The referees say 2-1. It is not a good lift, unfortunately. Yellow card failure, so I believe his butt came off.
No lunch.
Again, a gym PR. Next up, we have Ethan Vishkov coming out for 142.5 kilos.
Ethan's traveled here all the way from Montreal, so hopefully the travel went okay for him.
314 bars
He'll
ready.
come out with a big lift right now.
Ethan is a junior lifter in the 74 kilo class. Seems to have traveled the furthest from any other of the lifters. He's fighting that, not quite there today, unfortunately. Nice try, Ethan.
No.
Next up, we'll have Jalen Nelson coming out for his third attempt of 150 kilograms.
Jalen's previous best was 148 kilos, so he's going to try to add 2 to that today.
148 kilos sounds like it must have been some sort of record, so likely a Saskatchewan provincial record if I had to take a guess.
I think you are right.
So this will be 2 kilos over his best. This is a 7.5 kilo jump for him from his second. Big bench press for a 66 kilo lifter. He's pressing that up. Oh, makes good work of that. 3 white lights there, so
Great lift.
another Saskatchewan record if I had to guess. But at a regional championship, you can't chip a record, so you have to go up in increments of 2.5 kilos, so you can't take those smaller jumps. It has to be a full 2.5 kilos, which is why he opted for the number that he did. Next up, we have Ethan Joyce coming out for 152.5 kilograms for his third. He took 145 on his second, so he's opted for a 7.5
336 on
kilo
the bar
jump.
for Ethan.
Ethan is a junior lifter in the 93 kilo class, and he is from BC. Drives that up. Referees say it's a good lift, 2-1. There was 1 yellow card failure, so his head, butt, feet. Next up, we have Nicholas Lee coming out for his third attempt of 155 kilograms. That will be a 5 kilo jump from his second to his third. We'll see how he handles that.
Ours ready, Nicholas.
Nicholas gets the lift off. He's driving that up. Oh, not
Oh.
quite
Just
there
got stuck.
today. So close. Next up, we have Brennick Speedman coming out for 162.5 kilos. That will be a 5 kilo jump from his second to his third.
Bars ready for Brennick.
Brennick will come out now to take that third. He locks it up. It looks like there
And
might
that
have
is
been,
a
yeah, some
no
up and
lift.
down movement.
That's the blue. The bar
3
does
red
not
lights
go
from the
straight
referees,
up.
so they agreed
They took a
unanimously.
slight dip and then walked
Unfortunately,
out.
there was a
No
slight
lift.
dip, but a gym PR nonetheless.
Wood. 391.
Next up, we have Todd Wood coming out for 177.5 kilos. He missed this on his second and has opted to retake it on his third. Actually, he did not come out for his second. So it would not be surprising if he did not come out again. Just gives the other lifters in the flight a little bit more time to prepare for their next lift by running the clock out rather than putting in no attempt.
And by Todd getting his first, he is still on the board.
Which is good. He has a registered total for the meet, which is a great position to be in. You'd hate to find yourself on the other side of that.
Platform 2, lifters. If you want to start to gather behind the banner on platform 2, we're going to bring all of you out, line you up along the back, and then give out the medals on platform 2. You lifted on platform 2, please begin lining up in back of the curtain, in back of the banner on platform 2. We're
Still
going to
have a
start
bunch
giving
of
out the medals
very
momentarily.
heavy benches to
No
come.
lift on
Super excited to
platform
see how
1.
these shake out.
Load the bar for Ryan.
All right, the clock has run out, so we are going to take the bar to 192.5 kilos for Ryan McClellan. He took 187.5 on his second, so this is a 5 kilo jump for Ryan. Ryan is an 83 kilo lifter from BC in the open category. Virtually every lifter too, they'll chalk their hands to help get a better grip on that bar, make sure it's not sliding around, no sweaty hands. Presses that up, he's fighting.
pushing.
Oh, not quite there. So close, Ryan.
No.
Next, we're gonna take the bar to 195 kilograms for Troy Atkin.
Troy
He was
Atkin,
successful on his second at
429
190 kilos, so this is a
platform
5
one.
kilo jump. We'll see how he handles that one.
Troy's previous best was 190, so he will be pretty excited if he can get
Bars ready,
195
Troy.
right now.
This will be a nice 5 kilo PR, which again, kilos are hard to come by in bench, so that will be a nice PR for him. Do you struggle to make the most progress in your bench, or?
Bench is my nemesis. It
It
is.
is,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
very hard. Same with you, Brittany?
Yeah, it takes a lot more work to earn a few kilos on bench, that's for sure.
And he's pushing.
Not quite there, unfortunately.
No.
A good attempt, though.
Yeah, that was smart numbers-wise to try.
Definitely. You got to go for a PR attempt if you think it's there. Any chance you don't get
John
to
Wall.
be on the platform as often
This is
as
a
you train,
Canadian
so take it when you can.
national record.
All right, next up
attempt.
we have John Walls coming out for 205.5 kilos. The 0.5 kilos at the end indicates that this is a Canadian national record attempt. He was successful on his second at 197.5 kilos.
453 pounds, 205.5 kilos. Bar is ready. Give a round of applause for a national record attempt.
And the crowd's
Come on,
rallying
John.
with John on this one.
Yeah, we'll get behind him. Hopefully he can be bringing home a new Canadian national record in the bench only back to Alberta with him. Self unrack there. John is a junior lifter in the 105 class. Makes pretty easy work of that. We'll see what the referees have to say. 2 white lights.
All right.
There was 1 yellow card failure, so that is a new national record for him.
That's right.
Next up, we have Liam Wharton, who is attempting 215
All right,
kilos for his third.
474 pounds for
He
Liam.
was unsuccessful on his second at 210 kilos, but has opted to go up another 5 kilos anyway. So this is a 475-pound bench for reference. It is a massive bench, especially in the 93-kilo class. That is huge, so we'll see how this moves for him. Driving, not quite there, unfortunately. A good attempt nonetheless.
Absolutely. Came off the chest strong, so I'm sure he'll be after that again very soon.
Yep.
All right, our last venture.
All right,
this flight.
now we have another Canadian
This
record attempt coming up
is
in
a
the 120
Canadian
plus class.
national
This
record
is Shane Martin, who is
attempt,
taking 260.5 kilograms. This is just about 575 pounds.
574.3 pounds.
This is a massive, massive bench press. He took 247.5 on his second. So a big jump, but he tends to take big jumps anyway. So we'll see how he handles this. Definitely has the extra motivation of this being a record attempt behind him. So.
Canadian national record attempt right here, right now.
Getting himself psyched up for this. Brings it down to his chest nice and smooth. Aw, not
All
quite
right,
there
good
today.
round of applause.
Definitely worth the attempt. You can only attempt Canadian records at regionals or higher. So let's take a look at the score sheet quickly. We have in first place in the 66 kilo class, we have Jalen Nelson. 74, we have Ethan Bishkoff. 93, we have Ethan Joyce. 83, we have Brennick Spademan. In the 83 class, Ryan McClellan. In the 105 class, John Walls. 120 class, Troy Atkin. 93 class, Liam Morton. And 120 plus, Shane Martin. And then back to platform 2, the women. We have in first place in the 63 kilo class, we have Rachel Lee. In the first place in the 84 plus, we have Jenny Henty. In 84, we have Erin Matheson. And in first place in 69, the battle was won by Kylie Morrison. Thank you for joining us here this morning. We have 2 more sessions this afternoon and 3 more days of lifting fun. So don't forget to tune in and join us as we